Hi, everybody. I'm Rich Myers, and welcome to the Rich Myers Podcast Show. I'm here today with Pam Ross. Um, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm still kicking.
All right. Well, that's good.
Any day above ground's good day.
Yeah. Yep.
I listened to your track. Say it
Say
two
it two
times.
times.
I thought it was pretty good. What influenced it?
Really? I just wanted to write a happy, upbeat song. Was what it was all about. You hear all these sad songs. Everyone's crying all the time. Boo hoo, my heart's broke. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I just wanted to write something happy, upbeat, and positive. And so I was driving home from running, and those chords came into my head. The dun 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 dun. Dun. I was like, it was so I drove home. I mean, I went right to my music room and sat down with my guitar, and I knew right where to go. I could hear it in my head, and I wrote it. I wrote it fairly quickly.
Let's take a listen to it.
Sure.
When I met you, my life was just routine. Each day would start and end with nothing in between. It didn't take you long to turn my world around and save me from myself just before I drowned. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it two times. The smell of coffee and bacon when I rise, rocking our girl to sleep, singing lullabies, laughter, tears, and all that life can bring. I promised through thick and thin when I gave you that ring. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it two times. Everything about love I've ever heard all came true when you told me those words. It never gets old, it comforts my mind. I love to hear you say it, tell me one more time. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it two times. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it two times. Say you love me, say it two times. Say you love me, go on and say it two times.
Yeah, it was a pretty good song. Um, do you got any other songs, concerts, and what's next? Oh,
Sorry, my dog was barking, so I put it on mute. She was barking, so I put myself on mute so it didn't interrupt everything. Sorry about that. Yeah, I do. I have my third album is going to start coming out in May, so I'll have the first single from that coming out. And I'll be having a new single coming out every 2 months, and shows, yeah, all kinds of shows. You can go to pamrossmusic.com and click on shows, and everything's listed there. I've got a lot of shows coming up.
Okay. Where's the weirdest place you ever been to write a song at?
Excuse me?
Where's the weirdest place you ever wrote a song at?
The weirdest place I've ever wrote a song?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever written a song in a weird place. You know, I will say that I write a lot of my songs while I'm out mowing the lawn. I'll come up with something, and I mean, just out there, I have the beat in my head. I know where I'm going, and I run through lyrics while I'm doing my lawn, and I'll stop and I'll, either say it into my phone, or I'll run inside and I'll write it down and go back outside and continue doing that. But yeah, doing the lawn and running. I often, when I'm running, I'm like talking into my phone and I'm spitting out lyrics for a song. So I do that very often.
Yeah, a lot of people, like a doctor's office or using the bathroom.
I haven't done anything in the bathroom, I will say. That's one yet. But it's almost always my music room. Sometimes it just comes to me when I'm running or when I'm out mowing the lawn. So those are the three places that I write the most. Bathroom or doctor's offices.
What's the best advice you ever been given as an artist?
What's the best what?
Advice you ever been?
I think the best advice I've ever been given as an artist came from someone I never met, which is Dolly Parton.
Wow.
She was talking in an interview. Someone asked her about her political affiliations, and she said she keeps that to herself. She's got fans on both sides of the fence, and she's not here to tell anyone how to live their life. She was there to entertain. If she wanted to tell people how to live their lives, she'd go off and be a politician. But she's here to entertain, and she doesn't care, what your background is. And I was like, that's so awesome. And I don't talk about politics. I do vote, I have opinions, but I keep that to myself because I know in the audience, I do have people from all backgrounds, and I respect all of them. Everyone's got the right to believe what they want to believe. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. And I don't want other people telling me how to live my life just because they're famous and they think now all of a sudden they're God or something. I don't know. Hey, I'm rich, I'm famous, so I can tell you how to live your life. I don't do that. So yeah, I learned that early on, and I've always kept to that. And so yeah.
Are you from a musical family or?
No, I'm not. I am not from a musical family. From my earliest memories, though, I always loved music and was always kind of coming up with songs, even as a small child and stuff. But no, there was no one else. I think my mom liked writing. I think she did like writing songs. But she was a nurse for a living. But really, there was no one else in my family who was ever in a band or anything.
Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
I don't remember exactly which one it was. I know when I was young, probably, I don't know, 12, 13, somewhere in there, I started writing lyrics. I have beats in my head, but I didn't play guitar yet. So I just wrote down, and I put like a chorus and stuff. I kind of mimicked what I heard in the radio, like this is how a song should be structured. And that was kind of my teacher. And then when I got about 15, I believe I started 15 or 16, maybe. I can't tell you for certain. I I started taking guitar lessons, and then I started putting music to my songs, my lyrics. So I guess it depends on what you really consider a song. Just lyrics, that would have been around 12 or 13. Music, that would have been, a few years later.
Okay. If you could change one thing in the music industry, what would it be?
Hmm. you know, that's kind of a double-edged sword. Um, I really like the idea that we can all go online and put our music out there. I think it's awesome. I love it because it really helps a lot of people who would never be heard get heard. At the same time, you have now consider, I don't know, before the whole social media, online, everyone making their own music kind of thing. Maybe back to the 90s, I guess. Um, you had 100 people in a room saying, listen to me, listen to me. Now you have a million people in the same size room saying, listen to me, listen to me. And a lot of them aren't really good. So you think it's made it easier to get heard, but in a lot of ways it hasn't because it's a more crowded room. And you have a lot of people using AI to manipulate their music. They didn't write the song, or they're not even playing on the song. It's fictitious. And I think AI has its place. I've used it for production ideas. I put a song in. I said, okay, what's the mandolin going to sound like here? Okay, what's the violin going to sound like here? And just worked with things because it is a lot less expensive than bringing someone in the studio and paying them all this money and going, oh, that didn't work. But when I go into the studio, it's with real musicians. We're all live. It's real. And I wrote those songs. No one helped me write those songs. Well, I might have co-wrote them with a human being, but a machine didn't do that. And I think it's very dangerous when you have people who can't play an instrument or can't do anything, just kind of go to AI and go, write me a song off that. And they come out with a song and put it out there. That's, it's kind of dangerous ground.
Yeah, I use Suno, but I write the lyrics and then they put the beat and everything.
Yeah, but so you've written something, you've done something, you're part of it.
Yeah.
There are people who haven't done anything going out and saying, hey, look at me, look what I did. And they didn't do anything. They didn't write music, lyrics, nothing. And, it really seems to be a huge pull towards that. And I think it's going to really destroy creativity.
Yeah. Okay. Can you tell me about your best and worst venue you ever played?
My best. I probably got a couple. I love playing at the Commodore Grill in Nashville. That's really one of my favorite places to play. Play the Nashville Tour Stop, which is really good in Nashville. Bluebird Cafe in Nashville. I guess pretty much all my favorite places are in Nashville. Worst places, you know what? I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to trash talk anybody. Yeah, there are some places that come to my mind. That's for certain. I can think of some places, but I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna trash talk anybody.
Yeah, I'm from originally from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Oh, okay, yeah, yes, cool. All right, I know what that is. Yes.
Yeah, I was down there when Randy Travis. I lived probably about 10 minutes away from his mansion up on the hill.
Oh, wow, okay.
From the Quick Mart. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Um, if it wasn't for music, what would you be doing right now?
I'd probably still be in law enforcement. That's what I used to do
Wow.
back home in Houston.
Huh. That's interesting.
Quite an economy there, isn't it? Woo.
Law enforcement now or Oh, okay. Where could people go and see your videos, music, and events?
Well, you've got my music website, pamrossmusic.com. You can also go on Facebook, Pam Ross Music, and Instagram, Pam Ross Music. I kept it really simple. I don't have all these crazy names for different sites. Pam Ross Music, go online, punch it in, boom, I'll come up. It's pretty simple.
You got any hobbies when you ain't doing music or?
I like to work out. I'm a runner. I love to go running, lift weights. I love the beach. I'm a big saltwater person. So yeah, working out, running, lifting weights, going to the beach, and of course playing my music. Those are the big things I love to do.
Well, thanks for being on the show today. I
Thank you for having me on, Rich. I really appreciate it.
really enjoyed having you.
You take care. I hope to see you soon.
Okay.